October 10th, the year 2023, with all the shit that's going on around the world, this is what the fuck Eve is talking about? All right, Shalom Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha HaQuadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth and sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. And double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. And I just wanted to do a response video. Lord's will, it won't take too long. You know, simplicity at its finest. Here it is. They were about to do a military draft for men to be sent into the men and women and probably even children. You know, if you're 14 years old, if you're 13, if you can hold a gun, if you know how to shoot, they're going to draft your ass into the military. And Eve is talking about nothing important. You know, here it is, Hamas and Israel's at war. Ukraine and Russia's at war. Putin is over here making all kinds of military threats, nuclear threats. And you're over here talking about if your man commits adultery against you, you're just going to be even more slick with committing adultery against him. Well, guess what, bitch? The price for adultery is death. Okay, the book of Leviticus, the 10th chapter. And a matter of fact, let's get it. Okay, who gives a fuck? Perilous times are coming. And while you're busy talking about committing adultery against your man, the same man that you're committing adultery against may not be around to protect your ass when Jacob's trouble comes around the corner. Who the fuck is going to protect you when men and women and children and old people are being kidnapped and becoming cannibalized victims? Because there's no food. How the fuck are you going to eat? Who's going to feed you? When there's no food in your grocery stores, when there's no food in your corner stores, when there's no food around you and you're starving, your cousins is starving, your mama and your daddy is starving, who's going to feed you? Your man is not going to be there to feed you. You stupid hoe. Leviticus 20 verse 10. I'm sick and tired of hearing about you, Eve. You're worthless, okay? Fuck you Israel. Fuck you, Black, Latino, Native Indian women. I'm talking about the 2/3 of you, okay? You're worthless. Okay, you're not even important. You have the same value as the spit that come out of my mouth. Leviticus 20 and 10. And the man that committeth adultery, what is adultery? Adultery is when a man have sex with another man outside of her first man. Okay, adultery is when a man have sex with another man's woman. A man can have more than one woman. As long as the other woman that he is dealing with does not have a man, he can deal with her. A man can have more than one woman, but a woman can only have only one man. Leviticus 20 and 10. And the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, and he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall be put to death. You see? Now if America upheld the customs of the Holy Scriptures, okay, this bitch would have been put to death a long fucking time ago. But you see, because America uphold laws for worthless piece of trash like this, they could just go around and shake their ass on every Tom, Dick, and Harry that's out there. Okay, bitch, I don't give a fuck about your relationship or your man's relationship. Okay, so stop putting it on fucking TikTok because men like me don't care. Okay, obviously you don't have a high valued man like the Apostle Gabar put up a video about the high value men. High value men are not going to care about women like you. Okay? You're trash, bitch. So stop putting these fucking videos up. Who cares? You're not important. Okay? Oh, a woman who goes around committing adultery and then bragging about it on YouTube, on TikTok, or whatever. You're just as valuable as the shit that come out your ass. Point blank, period. Who cares? Okay, perilous times are coming. Okay, let's see you talk that shit when Jacob's trouble comes. Let's see you talk that shit when there's martial law walking in the streets, roaming around, looking for Negro, Latino, and Native Indian women to shoot down in the streets. When they're headhunting for Israelites, which are the so-called Negro, Latino, or Native Indians. Let's see you talk that shit when there's lions and tigers and cougars and bears and wolves and jaguars and crocodiles and alligators and other vicious animals roaming the streets, predators that feed on flesh, whether humans or animals. Let's see you talk that shit then. Who's going to protect you from those things? Who's going to protect you from DARPA robots programmed to literally lockpick people doors, go in people's houses and shoot and kill them on the spot? Who's going to protect you and your family from that type of danger? Your man is not going to be there. Okay? Hey, like the brother Amawan Gabar said from the New York main camp, we're not going to protect women like you when that time comes. Okay? Point blank, period. We're not going to protect women like you when that time comes. Okay? Ain't nobody going to want to protect some proud, worthless, stuck up, stinking, worthless woman, you know, who got her heads in the clouds, who can't be corrected, who can't be taught the right way, who can't follow simple instructions, who don't know how to fucking cook or even wipe their ass correctly. We ain't gonna want a fucking woman like you. You know what we're gonna do with a woman like you? We're gonna trade you off for a fucking Snickers bar. Just to eat. You're going to get traded for a can of peas. Okay, you're going to be as good as being, you can be as good as being traded for fucking canned goods. Okay? Because when Jacob's trouble comes, women like you are going to be at our mercy. I mean, now, I got to be humble. I hope we're of the elect. You know? And I hope that the hopeful members of the elect that are in this truth, I hope they're of the elect too. Because the only type of man that's going to have power to defend himself and the women that are with him is a Israelite man, a so-called Black, Latino, or Native Indian man that is of the elect of the nation of Israel, who are chosen to make it through Jacob's trouble. And a matter of fact, let's get that. The book of Zechariah. Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third part shall be left therein. Verse 9. So 2 parts. The 2 parts is talking about the 2/3 of our people. 2/3 of our people shall be cut off and die. And guess what? You women on this planet, there's more women on you planet than there is men. So the majority of the 2/3 of our people that's going to perish on this side is going to be women. And a matter of fact, Let's prove that real quick. And then I'll come back to Ezekiel. Because I'm sick and tired of hearing about you and your fucking mischief, Eve. Okay? Your bullshit ass reign of bullshit is coming to an end. Okay? And you better pray the Lord have mercy on you. Because the times that is coming is going to be merciless times. And the only ones that's going to receive mercy are the Lord's elect. Ezekiel 9:4. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. And to the others he said in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. You see that? The word smite means to attack, or it could also mean to attack and kill. And let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Okay, that applied during the time of Ezekiel. And guess what? That's going to apply in these last days too. Okay, the Lord's going to have his death angels out here in overdrive. Okay, putting little shitty booty, smelly, little old diaper, nasty little bitches like you to death. Yeah, the death angels are going to be doing that. Verse 6, slay utterly old and young, both maids. What is a maid? A maid is a female servant that is under the authority of a man, whether if it's her father or not, and little children and women. You see that? Now, if you notice, it mentions maids and women. But come not near upon any whom is the mark. The one who has to mark, which that word mark right there goes back to the Hebrew word tawah, which means exemption from judgment. OK, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient man, which were before the house. So maids and women. So there's more women that's going to receive horrifying, terrifying, tormenting judgments than there is men, because there's more of you women on this planet than there is men. And you know why there's more women on this planet than there is men? The Lord had it that way because a man is supposed to have more than one woman. Okay, so guess what? Like I said, women like you, you're going to be at the mercy of the Lord's elect men. And guess what? A lot of you piece of shit ass women, you're not going to receive mercy. OK, you're going to be begging. You're going to be on your knees begging for help. You're going to be on your knees begging for protection. You're going to be on your knees begging for food. You're going to be begging to come with us. You're going to be begging to be under our bosom, under our shelter, our protection, under our power. And guess what? We're going to reject you. We're going to reject you, motherfuckers, you worthless piece of shit, trash motherfucker. We're going to reject we're going to reject. There's going to be a lot of women that's going to get rejected by men of the Lord. OK. Every time a man go to talk to you, you want to give him an attitude. Bye. Nobody want to. Well, guess what? We're going to give you that same energy. We're going to tell your ass to get the fuck out of our sight. And then we're going to count to 10. Be right before we fucking Sparta kick you motherfuckers in the side of your head. Because we're sick and tired of you, Eve. Okay, a lot of you women is going to get rejected by men of the Lord who are of the elect. Just wait till hell break loose and 911 is out of service and there's no food and people's out here starving to the point to where blood is coming out of their mouth and ass and they can barely move. And then when they stand up, their whole body is shaking from the lack of nutrition. Just wait until there's disease warfare out here and people is going crazy, killing each other, just like in these zombie movies, eating each other and shit. Yeah, zombies are real. You know, the more I think about it, zombies are no more than cannibalism, are no more than cannibals. Okay, but anyways, Yeah, there's going to be a zombie apocalypse out here. You know, people's going to be dying from diseases and viruses. You know, eating people from the inside out. You know, there's going to be wild animals roaming the streets. There's going to be DARPA robots roaming around out here killing people. Watch that show, Black Mirror Metalhead. They actually have DARPA robots like that. They just haven't displayed them in public yet. But they're going to have them out here killing creatures, killing birds, killing off food that so you can't eat it, killing people, especially those that are darker than the paper bag. Watch the movie Terminator. They're gonna have Terminator robots out here killing niggas darker than a paper bag. Okay, if your skin complexion is darker than a tree, your ass is as good as a dead by one of those DARPA dogs, by one of them DARPA robots. Okay? And some of these DARPA robots, the Lord's going to put a fierce spirit on them, okay? They're going to grab your motherfucking ass by your weave. They're going to swing you around, brutally punch you in the side of your head. And then they're going to stomp your ass out on the ground before they put a slug in your motherfucking head. And then they probably going to put the spirit on, then the Lord's probably going to put the spirit on the robot to fucking teabag your ass on top of that. Teabag your corpse before walk all over it and like a dirty carpet and walk off. Because it's not just the Israelite man that's sick and tired of the black woman's shit. The Lord is sick and tired of the black woman's shit too. Don't make no damn sense. Zechariah 13:9. And it's going to be a lot more terror coming. Okay. Monstrous apparitions. Okay. Read Wisdom of Solomon, the 17th chapter. It's going to be monstrous apparitions out here terrorizing you people. Okay. Okay. If you have a dog, the Lord's going to put evil spirits on your dog. Okay. Your dog is going to have glowing eyes terrorizing your house. You're going to be scared to leave your house. You're going to be somewhere on the third floor and shit, hiding from spirits. Like what you see in that movie, The Grudge, The Ring. You know, you could be seeing spirits like from 13 Ghosts terrorizing your house. You're going to be too scared to leave your house. You're going to be sitting in a corner, shaking, terrified, pissed on yourself. Okay, it's going to be tsunamis out here, tornadoes, earthquakes, firestorms. Okay, how the fuck is a woman like you going to survive without a man? I don't even want to look at this bitch. Zechariah 13:9. And I will bring the third part through the fire. The fire represents Jacob's trouble. All the terrors that are listed that the Lord is going to bring upon the face of the earth and even more. And will refine. So the third part is the 1/3. This is the elect that the Lord is going to have mercy on. And yeah, there are women that are of the elect that are going to receive mercy and salvation. They're going to be fed, but by a man of the Lord. Because in that day, a woman's protection is going to be her man. So guess what? If you're a woman and you don't got a man, you're fucked in these last days. You're screwed. Okay, the Lord is gonna fucking steamroll you. You're gonna get steamrolled by the horrors and the terrors that the Lord is gonna bring. Okay, and I will bring the third part through the fire and will refine them as silver is refined and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name and I will hear them. And I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my power. So guess what? There are women of the elect that are going to make it, but they're going to be saved through a Israelite man, which will be a so-called Black, Latino, or Native Indian man. That's how the Israelite woman is going to be saved in these last days. She's going to be saved by a Israelite man that is of the elect. The 144,000, which is a part of the 1/3. Okay, and there's probably going to be Israelite men that are of the 1/3 outside of the 144,000 that's going to receive spiritual power to protect himself and his family. We just got to wait and see. But the way I see it, there's no way in hell a dirty little nasty hole like you is going to receive salvation. You're women like you are through out here. You're through. Yeah, that's right. Isaiah. Let me see. Is it Isaiah chapter 13? Let me just check this out. Okay, Isaiah chapter 13, verse 12. I will make a man. Is this talking about just any old man? No, because when hell breaks loose in America, the average man is going to be as a woman. Vocab and his kind are not sincere for this. But continuing on, Isaiah 13 and 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. So how's the Lord going to make a man more precious than fine gold? Well, he's going to be dealing with him when hell break loose in America. Because when hell break loose in America, when there's no food to eat, when there's terrors and troubles on all sides, when there's nowhere safe to sleep at, guess what? A Israelite man, which will be a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native Indian man that is of the elect, that is chosen to receive mercy and salvation in these last days, the Lord is going to make him more precious than fine gold. You see that? So guess what? Guess what, bitch? If you're not with a man like this in these last days, you're as good as roadkill. Because this is the type of man that the Lord is going to be dealing with. Because the average man out here, he's going to be terrified. He's going to be petrified. He's going to be as a woman. He's going to be out here crying and not knowing what to do. Because he's not going to have the knowledge and wisdom. And in the book of Isaiah 33 and 6, it tells you that in knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times and strength and salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. And why is the fear of the Lord his treasure? Psalms chapter 34, verse 7. The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him. That fear who? That fear the Lord and delivereth them. So if you don't have a man of the Lord, when hell break loose, your ass is fucking grass, bitch. And like I said before, Lord's will, if we're of the elect, we're going to be the pickers and the choosers. We're going to be the ones that's going to have the power to pick and choose what women we want to come with us. Okay? And hey, don't come my way, bitch, because I'm going to just tell you right now, you're going to get rejected. You're going to get kicked to the side. I'm going to tell your ass, no, hell nah, bitch, nah. I mean, Lord's will, I'm of the elect. But anyways, I pray and hope to be of the elect. No, I speak humbly because I don't know. I mean, I can't really say, really, you know. The Lord said that his thoughts are not my thoughts. Man's goings are of the Lord. Maybe he'll put the spirit on me to change my mind. Maybe he won't. But as it stands, hell nah. I'm out. You gonna get rejected. Okay. Isaiah 4 and 1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man. How come 7 now? When it says 7, that means a completion. So that means it could be 4 women following one man. It could be 10 women following one man. It could be 15 women following one man. It could be 9 women following one man. It could be 8 women following one man. We don't know. But in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man. What type of man? A man that is of the elect, of whom the Lord is going to make as the fine gold. Because this man right here that these 7 women are going to take hold of, this type of man right here, he's going to be of the elect. And guess what? The Lord is going to navigate and protect him from the vicious animals of the field. The Lord is going to, navigate and protect him from famine and disease warfare. The Lord is going to give him, spiritual power to defend himself and the women he's with. Because the scriptures tell you that a woman shall be saved in childbearing. Okay, but guess what? Who the fuck is going to impregnate a nasty bitch? What kind of man of the Lord is going to impregnate a nasty bitch like you? I don't see any of him. I don't see any of that happening. Okay. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name. How is a woman called by a man's name? Through sex. Okay. Because when a man and a woman have sex, okay, that woman takes on that man, that woman takes on the name of that man's household. Okay. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach, which proves that a woman is supposed to take on the last name of her man. But in this society, a man and even a child takes on the last name of their mother. This ass backwards society. Like, goddamn, like I just woke up this morning just to see some stupid shit. Listening to some woman mumble jumble about, well, my man and dude, shut up. Okay, your breath smell like shit and mints. With your old cottage cheese, old diaper and rotten cheese smelling ass. Nobody cares, man. Now, let me see. Let's get that in 1 Timothy. Okay. So I'll start at 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. Do you know what it means to be in silence? That means to keep your fucking face off social media and to keep your fucking mouth closed concerning your relationship between you and your man. Because the relationship between you and your man, that's between you and your man. The public don't need to know about that. But like the scriptures say, she is loud and stubborn. Her feet abide not in her house. She's sitting in the passenger seat of a car, running off at her mouth and shit about her man. Nobody cares. Because, hey, one of these days when 911 is out of service, the same man that you cheated on, he might find your ass and stump a mole holding you and then throw your ass in a fucking trash can somewhere. Okay, but I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. You see that? For Adam was first formed, then Eve. Yeah, you women, you come out of us. That's another thing. You women are the weaker vessel. Know your place. And Adam was not deceived, but the women being deceived was in the transgression. But the woman being deceived the woman was deceived by that subtle man in the Garden of Eden. Because she's the weaker vessel. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing, if they continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety. You lack all those traits. You lack faith, you lack charity, and you lack sobriety. You have neither of those. That makes you what? Worthless. The only type of woman that's going to receive salvation through childbearing. And how does a woman bear children? Through the act of sex. So there's going to be women that's going to receive salvation in these last days. by having sex with elect men of the Lord and being pregnant by them. So yeah, there's going to be Israelite women that are of the elect that's going to receive mercy and salvation by having sex with a man of the Lord. And guess what? She's going to receive salvation through bearing children that belong to a elect man of the Lord. So, bitch, while you're busy running off at your mouth, you better pray and hope the Lord have mercy on you. Because if not, the Lord's going to tear your ass limb to limb. Watch all them Saw movies. Watch all them Saw movies. The Lord might put you in one of them scenarios. Okay? Hey, you better check yourself before you wreck yourself, bitch. Okay? Nobody loves you, not even the Lord. Anyways, with that, I'm going to say shalom. It's on to the next one.